We are 48 schools across 14 cities, but together we are one Shawnee mission, because kids.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Shawnee Mission Mic'd Up. My name is Mike Schumacher. I am your proud superintendent and host of this wonderful podcast, and we are clearly out of the studio.
We are out of our lane, out of the studio.
We are far apart. We're never this far apart. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I don't know, but we've got props.
We've got friends.
Awesome.
This is a unique environment that will make sense here in a second. But as we usually do, let's recap our last podcast. Otto over at East, Mr. Gay and friends.
So much fun. It was great to be there. Again, got us out of the studio with students and with former students, which was really unique about that episode. And as always, I learned a lot, but it was just great to see how our students took what they learned there at East and they have thriving careers and passions as a result of it. It was a great time. Yeah.
Really cool. It took some arm twisting of me a little bit to get Mr. Gay to agree to do it.
Very humble.
He was very humble, but his former students and his current students were so ready to sing his praises and talk about the great things that are occurring in that event. And the great opportunities that are being given to our kids. It was really good.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity for our community and our audience to see that space, right? If you're not involved in that world, you may have never even seen the inside of an Auto Pathways classroom. And I know I wasn't that familiar, and it was just great to see what a day in the life was like.
I want to call out too, he was a little hesitant to do it, and he wanted to speak the truth, and he did at the very end, right? We asked the question, re-envision what Otto looks like, and he says, this is a little embarrassing for Shawnee Mission. We can do so much better.
Yeah.
So go back and listen to that podcast and see the great things that are happening, but also let's challenge ourselves to do a little bit better. Yeah.
Yep, challenge accepted.
That's great.
Sure. Yeah.
So go back and listen to that. Ridiculously positive moment. We've had some great things happening.
We have had a lot of great things happening. It's always so hard to choose when we do this, but obviously near and dear to my heart is professional learning. We're coming off of a great day of professional learning yesterday, where everyone district-wide came together, certified staff, classified staff. We occupied 8 different venues throughout the district, multiple venues, not even within the district, thousands of people, hundreds of presenters, just an amazing day. I got to spend my day with our instructional aides and some classified staff over at Shawnee Mission North. And they showed up with so much passion. They were glad to be there. They were so happy to have something personalized for them. And I'm just grateful for them for letting me be a part of their day.
And we've talked about that previously, how we've done a lot of work to make sure we're giving professional learning to all of our staff, not just our certified, but our classified. Yeah,
I mean, we all know we can't do the job without them, right? That's right. So it was just great to get to spend that time there yesterday.
You're doing a nice job with your prop. I don't know what to do with my chimney sweep.
I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, but I don't mind it.
Okay. The ridiculously positive moment for me, this is kind of odd. We've got some crazy things happening in our world right now.
Sure.
The board meeting, previously we talked about SNAP benefits and how those are going away, and we've since published a lot of information around anti-hunger from the district and how our community can support. And what's positive for me is how our community has stepped up and has done a lot of different things to support those families and those kids that are in need. So just a great testament to our community and how we're supportive of all of us.
As always, I mean, our Shawnee Mission community shows up no matter the need, and with this particularly important need, that's something to make us all proud, I think.
Absolutely. Okay. Well,
so why are we here?
Let's get to it, right? We're on stage. You want to help introduce our guests?
Absolutely. So we are here at Shawnee Mission South High School in the auditorium with the cast of Mary Poppins. We're going to hear all about your experience in and preparing for this production. We are very much fish out of water here, but we are willing participants. Can't wait to get to know a little bit more. So thanks for having us, everybody.
Of course. Yeah. Let's start by introducing everyone. Mr. Swayze, you want to introduce yourself and maybe a little bit about yourself?
Mark Swayze, Director of Theater here at Shawnee Mission South. I've been here a long time. 1980 was the original date. I left for 7 years, and then my job opened up, and I decided I wanted back here. So, and I've been back here now since 2012. So,
that's great.
We love it.
Love it here. Okay. Nora?
I'm Nora Cowie. I'm a junior at South, and I've been involved in theater for like 2 years, and here at least, and I am a PR crew head, so I work PR and business and video, and I'm pretty involved in all the productions, at least as many as I can do. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
Great. Chet?
I'm Chet Salisbury. I'm a senior at South. This is my 3rd year doing theater. I'm a company manager here, so we just kind of oversee every crew and make sure everything runs smoothly throughout each production. I love theater. I love doing it. I'm going to try and continue in college and just try and be as involved as I can be.
That's great. That's great. And our lead character, or namesake?
I'm Siriana Sharp, and I'm a senior. I've been involved in theater for all 4 years, and I really love it. It's so fun, and I really spend all my time here.
It takes a ton of time,
Yes.
To be a part of the theater program.
It does.
And I've heard from all of the kids that it's not just about being on stage. There's so many aspects of the industry
Yes.
that you expose these kids to.
It's really important. We feel that not a lot of these kids are going to go major in college, but they learn life lessons here. And we have 6 main areas of focus, production values, and we have scenery, costumes, props, lighting, sound, and then we have the crew that she heads up, which is online ticketing and promoting our shows and creating our posters, and each one of them are leaders in our department, and each one of those crews that I mentioned have student leaders, and they collaborate and they work together to at production meetings and various times to create what we have here.
Yeah.
And this is a very student-driven program. We have obviously myself, we have a costume manager, Jay Coombs, and Skip Gordon is our tech director. And then for shows like this, we'll bring in someone to oversee sound. They don't run it, but they're like a mentor.
Sure.
And the same with lighting. And we do hire out different positions like a choreographer. So we're very excited. We have a lot of kids that are working not directly on stage. In fact, a lot of shows that we do here, we get more applications to work backstage and work with one of those crews than we do on stage. You know, we have a sign hanging outside of the Flex Theater that says "Love the art in yourself, not yourself in the art." And we try to encourage kids because there's so many different things kids can do in theater. And we find every year that there are students that are kind of searching for what they want to do here at school, and they're not in athletics or they're not into, some of the other clubs, and there's always a place for them here.
We talk about that all the time, Dr. Gonzer, about finding that niche. I mean,
That's right.
our listeners get tired of us hearing us say that maybe, but that's exactly right.
Yes,
I mean, we
that's
want our
right.
kids to find their people.
Yeah.
And we talk about real world learning, Dr. Gonzer. And I love how, I think in particular in the performing arts, our adults step aside, right? They step back and let our students shine.
Yeah, we really get to see what our students can do, and it never fails to amaze us. And it's just a great reminder, like you said, maybe you're not the person who wants to stand on stage and sing, but you also don't have to be that person to be
Right.
involved in theater and the arts.
We had
That's incredible.
last production, before we started this, I was telling you we produced a show in the Flex Theater the end of September. Almost Maine is the title of it. And it's a great show, a romantic comedy, and one of our seniors actually designed the set for it, and he did an amazing job with it. He's kind of been studying that all 4 years here, and we decided, let's give you a shot, see what you can do. And he worked over the summer, and he came back with a model, we thought it was amazing.
That's great. That's great.
So impressive.
Maybe let's turn to our students here.
Yeah.
So Mary Poppins is the production, musical production.
Yeah.
I assume you guys were excited when you heard that that's what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe talk about that and your role.
Yeah, Mary Poppins has been in my life since I was a child. My grandma introduced me to the movie and I just fell in love with it. And so when I heard we were doing it, I was really excited. It's very nostalgic for me, so.
Is this
It's
your
very
first
exciting.
lead?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's big time.
Yeah, so that's also exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chet?
Yeah, it's an interesting one for me because I honestly, I watched Mary Poppins as a little kid, but it was never a movie necessarily that like stuck with me, really. I was much more into animated stuff as a little kid. But when it got announced, I went back and listened to all the music and watched the movie again a million times over. And it kind of became a thing of like, I saw a lot of myself in Dick Van Dyke's rendition of Bert, and I just kind of, it became a thing where in my mind I was like, no one else can play that role. I need that. I need to do that. Yeah. And so it became kind of this thing where over the summer, like listening to it in my car and, you know, just kind of messing around in the mirror really just made me look forward to it more and more and more until it's now here, and it's a great time. Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke is the quintessential Bert, right?
Yeah.
Nora, why don't you talk a little bit about the time commitment? I mean, that's the time that you guys are putting into this production.
Yeah. It's a lot of work in school and outside of school. In school, we have several classes. We have fourth hour, which is for our crew heads, advanced rep, and then we have fifth and sixth hour, which is just regular repertory theater. We also have technical theater. Right. But in all those hours, at least my PR crew, we're working a lot online. We're going outside of the school to promote. We're working video-wise, trying to get involved with KSMS. We're working a lot just to reach our audience in different ways and get people to come see the shows. And outside of school, we have rehearsal, and it's like so much work, and it's vocal, choreography, so much dancing, blocking. You also have to learn your lines at home. Right. And you also have to work on the dances at home and your vocal parts at home. But I mean, PR, we're here taking photos and making videos and just trying our best to make the show the best that it can be with what we can do.
So much
Crew,
work.
do we have any openings? I mean, we have a lot of these skills we could use.
Maybe you do. Were you in theater in high school?
Minimally.
Minimally?
Yeah, minimally.
So
I was
you
more
weren't
of
the lead, you weren't Mary Poppins?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, this is far from my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I've been kind of dominating the conversation. What?
No, I'm just curious. We've talked about how the production is Mary Poppins. I'm kind of working backwards through this. How do you determine what the production's going to be? When is that decision made? How is that decision made? Tell us more about that.
You know, one of the things
The kids are interested.
One of the things that we consider is, you know, they hear me say this a lot, and I paraphrase Shakespeare's idea of holding up a mirror to the world around us so we can see the good that we do and the not so good that we do in order to make the world a better place. Sure. And so we try to select shows that kids, adults can relate to today. Now, this takes place in 1910, and yet we think some of the stronger themes in this are about families. And the whole idea of Mary Poppins is that it is a detached family and a detached community that she comes into and brings love, you know, and turns around. I mean, by the end of the show, the family is united once again, and the community is starting to see good things happen. So I think that's important. I think plays and musicals like that audience can come to see and take something home with them and maybe even talk to their family about it, you know, are really, really important selections. So we try to include that every year. And then in February, we're doing Cabaret, which is also pretty important. It's in my view, it's about the consequences of wearing blinders through life, you know. That's what happened in Nazi Germany. And so Cabaret, Mary Poppins, if we can say something with both of those shows,
Yin and the yang,
you know.
That's great.
I'm so glad you brought that up because we wanted to talk about the arts in general, right? And obviously, we were highlighting this production, but just the passion that goes into the arts throughout our community, and some of that behind the scenes that people don't know, that rationale behind. So thank you for speaking to that.
I'm kind of curious, kids. I mean, you heard your instructor talk about that. I mean, what do you hope that people get out of the arts? And I mean, I know that you love performing. You wouldn't be on stage if not. But audience members, what do you hope that they get out of your performances? Nora, or?
I think, sorry, Nora, you
can go.
Okay. I don't know. It's kind of hard to articulate, but I think, watching movies and seeing shows, obviously there's a story being told, but I think you really want to touch each and every person individually and make sure that they can kind of see how the story relates to their own story. Because like Mr. Swayze said, everybody has a place in the arts, and everybody can relate to it. We all sing in our car. We all, dance in the shower, whatever. Yeah. And so I think kind of that alternate way of telling a story and, a lesson, and being able to maybe make someone feel heard or, make them feel more comfortable in their own skin. I think just trying to engage with as many people out in the crowd as you can, even if you have to play to every single one of them. Trying to connect on that individual level with your performance is the most important part for me.
I think you knocked it out of the park. Nora, do you have anything else to add?
Along with connecting personally with the audience, I think also you can try to inspire the audience members. Just like maybe a little kid is sitting out there and just watching Mary Poppins, and maybe they're fascinated by her costume or the dancing or her voice. And I think whatever you're inspired by, I think you can take a lot from it. And I think that's where musical theater is just such a big thing, because a lot of kids, like, this may be their first musical that they're coming to see. Yeah. And I think it's a really great first musical to see, just because it's so special, and I think a lot of kids and parents especially can connect to it. And I just think musical theater is very inspirational, and I think a lot of audience members can take something away from it.
I agree. Both you and I love musical theater. We talked about this, and we wanted to highlight it. And one of the things I want to make sure that our audience gets is how much work goes into this from our students. Yeah. I mean, we see football players on the football field, and people understand that. It takes tons of practice. But the time commitment that you guys have is just as much, or maybe more, right?
Yeah.
You talked about how you perform outside of Shawnee Mission South, probably take some dance lessons, whatever. Talk about some of the commitment that you have.
Yeah, so I'm also involved in a couple other outside companies, and those definitely take up multiple days of my week of going to rehearsals after these rehearsals. And I know I can speak for both of us when we're both involved in varsity sports, so going to practices after our rehearsals or games after our rehearsals is also a lot of time commitment, and it's hard to balance it all, but I think doing it and balancing it all is very rewarding. So. Yeah.
Musicals are, I remember in school they used to talk about, they take up about 180 hours to put together.
Oh, wow, okay.
As opposed to plays, straight plays being about 80 hours. But you have all these other, you have dance, you have vocal, you have to work with the orchestra, And there's just a lot more that goes into it. Musicals usually have multiple scenes, so if your scenery crew is working, overtime and costumes. In this show in particular, there are
tons of costumes.
Couple of hundred costumes.
It's always fascinating, all of that work.
Also with this show, we have a lot of tricks that we do. As you know, Mary Poppins has her magical bag. Pulling all of those props out of there is not just magic. There's a lot of work that goes behind it, and there's a lot of trial and error. So that definitely does take a lot of time, not only with just like learning the lines, learning the scene, but also making it work and making it look magical and believable on stage is a big part of it.
So I want to get back to that part where we can start to sell this and get people to come out and see the show and others. But before we do that, we talked about maybe highlighting the other 4 high schools as well.
Sure.
We've got great theater companies.
Absolutely. They all do musicals. Some of them do 2 a year like we do. Some of them do just their big one in January, early February, but they're all large productions, and they all involve lots of students, and that's a great thing that you can have so many different types of kids come and work together. Siriana's a cheerleader,
Yeah.
and some of the kids that she works with on this production are kids that she would have never gotten to know.
Right.
So it's kind of cool.
That's great. And always, you guys are always recognized by Blue Star. That's,
yeah.
That's the big end of the year award show. So
Right,
across the
right.
district, we have great representation.
We do thespians too.
Okay.
Last year, we were very fortunate to, we offered Six, the musical, the teen version, to thespians takes three or four main productions and invites them to perform in
Wichita.
yeah, at the big Kansas Thespian Festival, which is about 2,000 kids. We were the highest rated musical in the state
Oh, that's
last
great.
year.
Congratulations.
What was the
thank
production?
You, thank you. And Siriana was involved
It was
in it,
Six.
and
Oh, it was- okay, same
and
production,
Nora
gotcha.
worked with Cruz, and so did Chet. And taking that on the road to
Sure.
Century 2 in Wichita was an amazing experience, but right after winter break, we had to, because we produced it in late October, we had to bring it back. And at the same time, we were working on Little Mermaid to produce here in February. So, and some of the same kids were involved in both, but there were new kids too.
Yep, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. All right, guys. So tell us about the show schedule. November what?
So we kind of have a kids preview
Okay.
to elementary schools at 9:30 in the morning on November 12th.
Okay.
And then our opening night that is open to the public is November 13th,
Perfect.
Thursday night.
Thursday,
we-
Friday, and then a matinee?
Yeah,
Night
matinee.
2 on Saturday.
Okay.
And we also offer a
Closing night on
kids'
Saturday.
tea party for the matinee on Saturday, where kids can come, and me and Chet will be in costume and
Nice.
character, interacting with the kids. And there'll be food and games, and yeah.
That's
We
terrific.
did something
Great idea.
similar last year with Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
and it was a great hit for kids. Kids and moms dressed up and came to it, and it was like a little tea party. So
So I'm guessing people can go to the Shawnee Mission South website and find out information
Yes.
about tickets and so on.
Absolutely.
And then Dr. Thomas let us know that there is a Fine Arts calendar on the district website as well, where you can see all of the different productions from all of our different high schools. So
And when you look at it, I mean, wow.
it's
so
amazing.
much going on.
It's amazing, yeah. Guys, we told you we were going to put you on the spot. So what are we thinking? Like what kind of dance,
we
little
need a
song?
little teaser. Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
teaser.
I don't know.
Do
Do you have a favorite part
You
of
can
the
make Dr.
show,
Gunzer
or-
do something too, if that'll help.
we could?
I mean, I really like Step in Time, but that's
That's a little advanced.
That's kind of the hardest one.
We could
Yeah,
do
consider
Super
your
Cal.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Novice
We
for
could do
sure.
Super Cal. Do you want to do the letters?
Yeah, we
Okay.
could teach you guys the letters
Okay.
from Super
Let's do
You know,
Cal.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you saying you guys. Yeah.
You guys, let's do it.
Both
Yeah.
of you.
Maybe everyone, right?
Yeah,
Mike-
Nora doesn't know it.
Okay, mic down.
Let's see.
I know we're
Gotta
off to a
store
great
these a
start.
certain
I've already
way.
dropped my
This.
microphone.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for letting me borrow this. That is,
course.
Get into character, guys.
Okay, yes. So, in the song Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, we spell out the letters with our body,
Good luck.
and it starts off very slow, and progressively through the song we go very fast.
Okay.
And it's very hard. We won't make you go fast. We'll just
Okay.
we'll just do
And
it.
it echoes. It's tough.
We start and with S, we do hands like this, like a little S.
Right hand
Okay.
over left.
And you put it by your hip,
Yep. By your
Okay.
left hip.
and then
Pop your left knee.
Oh, okay. It's a full body thing,
Yeah.
not just the hand. Love
And
it.
then
then-
you.
we're gonna switch it over here by
Okay.
your shoulder,
Yeah.
and then we do a little P
P. Like this.
up here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you're gonna flip it out and make a little E right here. For,
Sure I am.
Yeah.
Sure.
There
You
you
got
go.
it. You
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
I
it.
gotcha.
E.
And then we're doing R.
R. Okay.
Yeah, so that's super.
Super.
R.
A little bit. Yep. And then we go C.
C.
And then we are doing A.
Okay.
Okay.
And then L. Yeah.
Got it.
I.
Both arms straight up.
And then we're gonna do a little cross with our fingers and do
I'm
S.
supposed to
Step
be
out.
remembering this. You taking notes on this, Mike?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
got it.
It's got it.
And
F.
then we're like
Recover.
almost halfway.
Oh, good. Almost halfway.
It speeds up at the end. There's less math. Okay.
We're going to need roughly 25 more
All right.
minutes
Yeah.
for me to remember
Keep it
this.
rolling. Here we
And
go.
then we go with R.
R again.
R again,
And
okay.
then we're going A.
A.
And then we're looking over here, making a little
G.
circle.
Left foot kind
You
of
get that
up.
one?
Yeah.
Sure didn't,
Yeah.
but I'm going to.
G.
And then
I.
like you're looking somewhere.
Yeah.
And then we go back into the
Back
same
to
motion
L.
for L.
L.
And then we're gonna go like choir hands, kind of hands
Yep.
locked.
And we're
We're gonna
gonna
go make a
loop
circle.
it around.
So that's IS, and then we're gonna go T.
T. And then we're
IST, ICEX, P,
Do you know there was an X in there?
Supercalifragilistic.
Yeah, I can't spell that.
expialidocious.
Oh, there's where
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
XP,
P.
IALID,
Then we're going.
O,
We're putting our hands on our chest, and then we're going O, C,
C,
I,
I,
O.
O.
We're kicking our leg.
Kick your right foot. lose
And
no
then we're
balance.
going U.
U.
F.
Back to hand S.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
it.
All right, let's
That's
see.
it.
All
That's
right.
all. I mean,
Let's
that's
see it.
everything.
Let's see you guys do it.
Yeah, we're going to get out of the way.
We'll get out of your
You
way.
call and response one?
And yeah,
Oh, you can
All right,
just
here
do
we
the
go.
very first one.
here we go.
Sure.
Okay.
S,
S,
U,
U,
P,
P,
E, R,
E, R,
C, A, L, I, F, R, A, G, I, L,
O,
I, S, T, I, C, E, X, P, I, A, L, I, D, O, C, I, O, U, S.
Smarty pants.
Wow. Nice job, guys. Really good. Really good.
Wow. Now
Very
you know.
impressive.
You guys
Great.
can throw a costume
you
on and
would-
hop in.
yeah.
That was roughly 4 times faster than we did.
Right.
Just a little bit. It's all right.
Well, thank you.
course.
So everyone, please come by Shawnee Mission South the week of November
Yep.
12th, 13th.
November 13th is
Check
our
out
opening
these
night.
wonderful
Yeah. 13th
students
through
and
15th.
Nora.
Yes.
And what's your part again, Nora?
Miss Brill, the maid.
Okay, very good. And how many kids are in the production?
So I think
30?
34 in the actual production.
Yes.
And then a big crew.
Then lots of people
Backstage.
backstage.
Yeah, when you guys come to see, you'll see the playbill, which my PR crew and I have worked on. But the playbill has the entire cast and crew, which we have over 20 pages in the playbill, like individually. So you can read the cast and crew, and there's a lot of people in there, and that recognizes everyone.
Love it.
Yeah.
Such a team effort, Dr. Gonzer.
So much skill that goes into that. It's just incredible, right?
Yep, I will be here in the audience. So guys, thank you so much for sharing the stage with us today and talking about the great production you guys have coming up. Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
See it.
Okay, so Dr. Gonzer,
Yeah,
let's wrap up. I need to look at my notes.
Yeah, let's talk about what's
So just a reminder that new episodes of the podcast will drop on Thursdays every other week. You can check out those past podcasts on smsd.org. Please send us in those ideas for content. We want to make sure that we're giving you the stories that you want.
That is correct, yes. And we are excited that we have some new music coming to the podcast.
We do, yeah.
For this episode. So actually coming to us from Shawnee Mission South. So some of the music students here have produced the music for our podcast this season. We're excited to share that with everyone today.
Yeah, that's great. And then our featured photo, you want to talk about that, please?
Let's take a look at that. So this is coming from our friends at Shawnee Mission West. So we have photography students who, in the spirit of all things spooky and Halloween, we're learning how to take some haunted photos using their manual cameras. And if you're watching, you can see the images that they created. Perfect for Halloween, very cool. Again, just one of those talents that our students have that I'm always in such awe of. But you can see the images that they captured there, and they really are kind of creepy. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can I take this with me? No? Okay.
That is
Am
not
I
allowed
using
in
it
the
correctly?
boardroom.
Okay, all right. Never mind. I have to come to the show to check it out. But anyway, guys, thanks again for being here. Thanks for joining us. Remember that we'll be back in a couple of weeks. We are one Shawnee Mission because kids.